and welcome our next fighter to the cage. Out of the red corner, this jiu-jitsu style fighter stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, official weight 125 pounds. From LCCT, from Baraboo, Wisconsin, let's welcome Gonzalo Ponce.
We have Gonzalo Ponce coming out. Now, you mentioned that you trained with this kid before.
Now, Gonzalo here is a very aggressive jiu-jitsu fighter. I know the team he trains with very well. I'm also a member of LCCT, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do tonight. His ground game has been proven very dangerous. I believe he's undefeated in MMA competition. So let's see if his opponent, Nathan Walker, has anything to bring to the table.
Gotcha. Now, welcome again to Rise 01. We have Gonzalo Ponce about to come out. He's walking into the cage. He's going to be fighting Nathan Walker. And, I mean, for any of these guys, they come in great shape. You would imagine that they go to Export Fitness where they rise at a challenge. I guess that's a play on words.
Fitness, Tattoo Candy. None of this stuff could be possible without them.
Exactly.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome his opponent to the cage. Out of the blue corner, this boxer wrestler stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, official weight 125 pounds. Representing Team Righteousness, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome from Chicago, Illinois, Nathan Spider Walker.
Here comes Nathan Spider Walker to the
now
cage
let's
next.
remember that Tattoo Candy Chicago is Chicago's #1 tattoo shop.
And they are here tattooing 3 lucky winners from a Facebook challenge that Rise hosted over the last couple of weeks.
That is going to be one of my favorite events of the evening, actually, to watch.
Gotcha. Make sure to go to City Limits Harley Davidson, where they have free tires for life. I think I'm looking at free tires for life right now, Mr. D.
Excuse me, what?
And there's our favorite gal of the night. No wave back to her guy.
Now Nathan Walker here is coming out with some big energy. He is ready to fight. Gonzalo Ponce is also ready to fight. You know, I have this one going down as one of the more exciting fights of the evening, and it's going to be hard to top because everything before this has been top quality MMA action, non-stop from bell to bell.
Gotcha. Now Nathan Walker looks like he's in great shape as he comes out to the cage.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I would think that Nathan Walker had his Lassé energy drink before this fight, caffeine-free, none of the jitters, all of the energy.
Absolutely, he did come out with some energy. Seems a little pumped as he comes into the cage right now. And as we get deeper into these cards, you start to get to guys who have more experience, more talent. You end up with a little higher quality fights from a standpoint of technique.
We're looking out for the ground game of Ponce, but Nathan Walker looks like a game opponent. We're not counting him out.
As always, if you want to do what we're doing up here, definitely make sure to check out beonair.com. Excuse me, beonair.com is the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Go out there and learn how to do this. You might get lucky enough to become a producer here and get smiled and winked at by the ring card girl who keeps on walking past and ignoring me.
All right, first round of action.
First round
Touch of
underway.
gloves,
Both
hands
lefties
high. I think Ponce is already looking for the takedown, hence the left-handed stance.
We got Walker pumping that left-handed, lefty
Ooh,
stance
and Walker's
jab.
coming with this fast stand-up. Ponce needs to get this fight to the ground.
Walker landing a nice kick and a nice right hand upstairs on Ponce.
Ooh,
And
that
another
body
body kick.
is coming off fast. Switching stance here.
Nathan Walker seems to be very accurate with his strikes this early. Lands another straight left hand.
Now Ponce is staying composed, but he's got to keep his hands up. Walker's coming in with big bombs.
The LCCT fighters seem to
Nice
come in
leg
with jiu-jitsu mostly on the mind, but he's got Nathan Walker's punches on the mind right
He's got his hands full
now.
on the feet. I mean, he's got to keep his hands up. Throwing that kick.
He's very responsible when he misses the kick and gets back to a defensive position.
I like how he keeps that shoulder high. Ooh, nice
Good
jab right
jab.
to the face.
I'm telling you, 1-2 again from Nathan Walker.
Ponce needs to find his range because he is getting picked apart right here.
Walker's combinations seem very educated.
Slow single. Nice.
Shoots straight in for that
Right
ankle.
where he wants to. Now he's got to keep him off the fence if he wants to keep the fight on the floor. Walker's going to use the fence to keep the fight on the feet and turn him off and put his back on the fence now.
Walker defended that very
Now,
well.
Ponce is
jumped
going for an
very
inside
far away.
trip position here. got to stay composed. Now he's falling to the ground. He's going to pull guard. Now he's going to attack a triangular armbar.
Oh, big right hands from Walker that definitely
He's got to
hurt.
close that distance. He can't stay in that range with the ground and pound. Going for the leg lock. This is not the best idea. He's
Another
get
huge
punched
right
in the
hand
face.
from Walker. And Walker is out of there. If I'm Walker, I let it all stand up, and he does. Ponce put a lot of work into getting that all done, and he wants to touch gloves, and Walker just says, I'm going to touch you with mine directly in the face again if you get too close. On the stand-up, I mean, Walker just has so much more advantage out at this range as well.
He's using his speed well. Ponce has to keep that back on the fence, close the distance, and work a
Another
body lock.
solid 1-2.
If he stays on the outside, he's going to eat that 1-2 all day.
Feints the 1-2 and goes right to that leg kick. Now to the orthodox stance for Walker. Nathan Walker just so much more fluid in the stand-up game at this point. Landing almost at will with that 1-2 combination. If Ponce keeps taking those combinations, it's going to make it very hard. Whoa!
This guy's coming out with some flashy stuff.
Nice.
Ponce needs to close this distance, get a clinch on him, get a body lock, and get the fight to the floor.
For very good strikers, you can't let them sit there and get comfortable in the stand-up. Oh, he lands a big kick.
The kick for the takedown, into the guard pull.
Not enough time for him to get that leg lock, and a very strong round for Nathan Walker. I mean, he just did whatever he wanted to do in that first round. I definitely gave that round to Walker.
10-9 Nathan Walker. Now let's not forget the wonderful people over at Tattoo Candy giving out free tattoos from our Facebook competition.
Now we have Graph Pack Corporation as well, who's a packaging company. They do a lot of packaging. They sell a lot of corrugated cartons and they'll like to customers all over.
Let's give a shout out to Papa John's Pizza, Harley Davidson, Nuwaza Apparel, and Rookies All-American Bar and Grill.
Now speaking of Rookies All-American Bar and Grill, if you want to see Delicious D and the Bowtie Boss later tonight, which is, if you've been listening tonight, everybody wants to see us. Look at this 1-2. It's just, the punches are from Nathan Walker have been too clean.
He's very loose. His hands are loose. He's comfortable in there. He's throwing
and
big
this
combos.
Kick was amazing. Even though it didn't land, I think it says something when you feel so confident in the fight that you're going to start throwing these loopy, flashy combinations. And Ponce is going to need to change the tempo here. He's going to need to get these, it's such a nice kick. He's going to need to get this takedown. Work from the clinch and get a takedown.
Close the distance. I think even maybe forget about the single and double leg unless he gets that distance closed, because he's going to eat a big knee or kick. And
work from that clinch and try to get him down that way.
Now Walker looks to be the more physically stronger of the fighter.
Absolutely. Walker
he's
playing
with
with
this
man at this
in
point.
him now.
Walker and lands a couple of huge shots. And Ponce goes straight for that ankle again. Walker's takedown defense right now might be too much for Ponce.
Great. Ponce needs to get in there, pull guard, and slap a submission on her. Get on top. That's where he needs the body lock. But this Walker's defense is on point.
Walker's defense, and he's all over him with those combinations. Lands a huge knee.
He's too fast right now. You really got to cut that distance off and slow him down.
Walker turns from
now Ponce landed a right hook, and Walker acknowledged the punch, but didn't seem to slow him down at all.
Right, and Walker's turning from, he transitions from the takedown defense to his offensive punching so fast that it's causing a lot of problems for Ponce.
Ponce needs to charge him and close the distance. He can't stay on the outside and have a sparring match.
If he does, he's going to eat another leg
kick. Big right kick
that.
to the body. Ponce needs to clinch there, fake the shot, come upstairs with the 1-2. Do something, but if he's going to stand there and just eat punches all day,
and he takes another left hand.
It's going to be a long night. He's trying to get in there and pull guard. I see what he's doing.
Nathan Walker's
too much
defense
for him right now.
His takedown defense is too good. I think Ponce is starting to get very tired too. He's not going to be able to have the energy to take him down and do anything with it once he gets
I think maybe he's got to catch a kick. Those kicks are coming off real fast.
Another hard kick, another straight left hand down the pipe. Ponce is looking very confused, very frustrated as well.
The only way to mount some offense is to work from the clinch, and shooting a single or double is not going to work right now. He's got to charge him. Just go forward, close the distance, get your clinch, work a trip, but this is not going to work. He's setting up a spinning attack. I don't know if he's going to be fast enough.
I think the speed at which Walker switches from defense to offense. If he misses a spinning attack, he's going to be all over Ponce in a second.
Now Ponce's got to keep that chin down, those hands up.
Another body kick and another combination. Ponce is definitely hurt at this point. And shooting from way too far away.
He needs to work from a clinch.
Walker lets him back up. Smartly so.
It's really hard for me to sit here and not scream out instructions. I'm trying hard.
Ponce lands a small jab.
There it is. Now he had the distance close. Close it. Clinch, body lock. Don't shoot for that low single. You're going to get in trouble. It's too much too late.
10 seconds left in the round.
That's
Ponce
not enough to
gets
win the round. That's not enough to win the round.
And Walker easily
sweeps
gets
him.
himself out of bottom position, finishes the round strong on top, and kind of shows Ponce that even the ground game is not a definite win for him.
He's got to get on the ground with more than a minute left in the round to mount some offense. I hope his corner right now is telling him to just close the distance and clinch. Close the distance and clinch, because that looks to be his only hope.
Now Nathan Walker easily up 2 rounds to nothing.
Yes, sir, I agree.
Landing
I think you have a new
as we see the
career in being a
replay.
judge.
I mean, Walker's landing those hard body kicks, landing the 1-2s almost at will, and kind of dancing with Ponce in there. Just way too confident,
Now,
landing whatever he wants. Make sure to, he's tattoo candying Ponce at this point.
Now, I think these guys are in such great shape because they train at Anytime Fitness in Roselle. Don't forget to go to bjjtees.com, get all your grappling gear, and Harley Davidson as well.
I said they train at Anytime Fitness. I thought it was Export Rise to the Challenge.
Export Rise, Anytime Fitness, whatever gets you in shape. Round 3.
To start
Let's see if
round
Ponce
3.
can close the distance. Walker does not seem to be slowing down.
Ponce trying to close the distance and just
Walker's
shrugged off,
movement is
basically.
too good. I'm very impressed with Walker.
Walker's a very professional style. I wouldn't doubt if he turns pro. You see when Ponce misses, Walker seems to be right on top of him immediately. Landing 1-2s from either southpaw or conventional stance. Tries the old
This
axe
guy
kick.
must have a
And
Taekwondo
another
background.
1-2.
Oh!
Whoa! Almost hits that one.
Oh! Oh! Pull guard.
Ponce tries to rush in and get after him.
Look at that shoulder lock. Ponce, go for the legs, bud. You can't hear me. Don't hold the fence.
Ponce doing his best to try to get this leg, which is basically his last chance at this point. Auto raking
Now I think
Walker's
Illinois
hands
has
out of the
new
cage.
rules with heel hooks in amateur. So I like the position for the up kick, but he's going to get ground and pounded here. Hit the straight knee bar.
Ponce working real hard for this leg, whatever it is, whether he's going for the ankle or the knee and lets it go. Walker consistently putting his hands in the cage.
Take a point.
Dennis Downbrow calling for a point if he keeps on putting his hand in the cage.
Man, this guy's lucky I'm not in the corner. I'd be going nuts. Come on, Ponce, get a clinch, bud. I'm not biased. I just want to see my teammates do well.
Walker's back to the 1-2s to stand up, and Ponce shooting from way too far away and completely stuffed.
Walker is doing a great job of keeping this fight where he needs to pull out.
Another 1-2 and a hard combination. Ponce has to shoot.
Lock the hands. This is it. That was Ponce's shot. He's down 2 rounds. He's got to get the submission finish. He's trying to pull guard. Try to do a flying triangle.
I see how you are cage side as we're watching a teammate of yours fight here. How is it for the corner when you're watching somebody not do what you want them to do?
It's frustrating, but I also know what it's like to be in there, and it's hard to hear what everyone else is saying. You got your own agenda.
Walker landed a couple good shots and then scrambles back out of there. Ponce's face is showing the effects of those.
I'll tell you what, both these guys
1-2s.
have a lot of heart. Ponce's in there taking a beating, never quitting. Lock the hands, single leg dump. Lock the hands there, double leg. Now you got to submit it, Ponce.
And you hear Dennis Downbrow basically giving amazing instructions. Ponce is following him to a T and almost doing well with
now
it.
if he could get that lock under the butt.
And Ponce using his hands in the cage. Yeah, Nathan Walker landing a couple punches. 10 seconds left.
Even if he scores this takedown, that won't be, it's a little too late.
I could see how a judge might give Ponce this round, but I definitely gave it to Nathan Walker. And I gave Nathan Walker 3 rounds to nothing as the winner.
Good fight. Both these guys put it all out there and they're fighting hard. Very impressive Nathan Walker's footwork and ability to keep the fight on the feet. Ponce never giving up. Two warriors right there.
I think Walker set the tone with this movement and that 1-2 combination that he threw consistently, even if not at the face. He landed that combination to the face, to the body, counters, and I'll tell you, he went from defense to offense so quickly, lands that clean counter left-handed and another combination to follow it up. And Nathan Walker's hands were the differentiating factor in this fight. He was way too accurate, way too clean with the 1-2s.
Ponce still sitting on the mat, catching his win. Tough fight, 3 rounds. Hey, don't forget, go over to our friends at Tattoo Candy, get a tattoo, maybe enter a competition for a free tattoo. You never know. Check them out, tattoocandy.com.
Apparently, ain't nobody got time for that. I'll see everybody where I definitely have time for that at Rookies tonight, 59 and 90, Rookies Hoffman Estates. I will be there. Delicious D will be there. This producer will be there, and if he's there, that means our favorite ring card girls will be there as well. As we get ready for the official announcement on the winner of this bout, the fighters embrace one last time. Nathan Walker, the winner, more than likely.
To the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the same for your winner by unanimous decision, Nathan the Spider Walker.
And there you have it. More than likely 3 rounds to nothing. Nathan the Spider Walker wins. It was the combination of punching, those 1-2s, the speed, that Taekwondo background that you mentioned, D.
Is that what it was, the Taekwondo background?
Landed a little bit too much.
Now don't forget, check out Nuwaza Apparel, Rookies All-American Bar and Grill, City Limits Harley Davidson, and Papa John's Pizza.
And Nuwaza Apparel, NEWAZA.com. They have some of the sickest jiu-jitsu gis, rash guards, all of that crazy stuff out there. Clearing the fighters out of the cage here as we get ready for our next bout. Here we go to Michael Bale. A little confusion as to which side to leave from.